Stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 70 in before Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Out, 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 out.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the income.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
54. Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Target. General. Max. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
He'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Texans' 25-yard line.
54. They can't hang with us. Mike 5-4.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They're going with Lindsey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
65.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Phillip Lindsey with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They'll run on first down. Hunt might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Come on, TV. Come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Switch. Chugga.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? The kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
49 the mark.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with it?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Texans 27, Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because we Here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Okay, break. 53 blood. Jet 61. Matchbox. Light. Jet. Check 44. Check 44. Charlie. Let's go. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 26. Check 26. Ready, go.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll begin the drive with Hunt.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll set up a throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again with Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deion